the situation happened with the Michael Jackson impersonator on the train recently. His name was Jordan Neely. Right now, the trial has been going on. Daniel Penny is the person who did the move. I'm trying to be real careful with my word, and did the little move and held it for like 20 minutes. And I gave my opinion. Check out my previous videos on this matter. But Amazing Lucas is giving an opinion now. And we know he nasty. And we know he going to try to flip this into somehow his hate for people who happen to be of a certain skin color. I'm still trying to be careful with my word, man. I ain't trying to get demonetized out here in these streets. We're going to check this video out. Don't forget to hit the like button. Also, subscribe and, drop some comments. Tell me what you think. Even while you're watching it, you can put as many comments as you like. All right, let's get straight into it. Hit the like button.
It's about time. So, if you haven't heard, Daniel Penny has finally been indicted by a grand jury. Now, the indictment stems from second-degree manslaughter charges, which is kind of obvious, all right? Now, I went to, double-check to see if there's any new information about this case, and I came across this interview of Daniel Penny. He gave this interview a while back. He goes on to say that there was three things that the guy, Jordan Neely, kept on repeating. That I want to kill you, that I don't care about going to jail. And
from what they're saying, there was a few people on the train that heard him say something of that nature. I don't think any of these people are going to turn up to testify because they don't want to be involved in any way, shape, or form, right? Because there was more than just Daniel Penny having this guy Jordan in that move, right? But also when fear is pumping and all these other things, man, I think he might have to do some time. I don't think the book should be thrown at him per se, but we'll see. It's not up to me. Not up to me, because fear could make you hold someone for a certain amount of time when you really should only be holding that move for like 20 seconds max. But he's not an expert, right? It's just a military experience. He could have caught a flashback, right? He could have been having like all types of things going on, right? We don't know.
And, I forgot the other one.
The three main threats that he repeated over and over was, I'm going to kill you. I'm prepared to go to jail for life, and I'm willing to die.
I have been following this case, okay, from start and hopefully to finish.
I don't know about that, Lucas. Let me
I'm willing to die. Was, I'm going to kill you. I'm prepared to go to jail for life, and I'm willing to die.
Those all still sound like threats. Only one of those is a threat. Nah, Lucas. I think I'm prepared to go to jail. It's a threat. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. And also, you might have spelled those wrong. Was I looking it up just to make sure I wasn't crazy this whole time? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I think you're missing the E, pimp. I was like, something don't look right with this sentence. But yes, the rest of these did sound like threats to me. They all sounded like threats.
I
to be honest.
have been following this case, okay, from start and hopefully to finish. And I have yet to come across
I've seen people
anyone, okay, any witness, anyone stating that Jordan Neely said that he was going to kill you. No one. All right. I just want to keep that in mind. My guess is that Daniel Penny is bald-faced lying. My guess is that he is hyperbolizing statements that Jordan Neely said, because there is no one. I want you to understand this. No one has come out and verified, corroborated, bolstered this claim that Jordan Neely was telling someone.
That's not true. People came out when it first happened. But after the news started covering it, who would want to come out? They're not going to want to be involved in that. So they can be like, yeah, it was you too. Come on. Come get this time. Come get these years of your life taken away. No one, people are going to be scared to come out and say anything. But I'll tell you what, in that video, There was multiple people grabbing him, which tells me or leads me to think that they all thought he was a threat. For all of them to be grabbing him to make sure he's not doing it, they all thought he was a threat.
Telling him, okay, Daniel Penny, that he was going to kill him personally. I'm going to kill you. That is what his statements were. No one to come out and say, this is actually the first time in this entirety of this case thus far that he has even mentioned that has even come up. On a side note, something that I thought was humorous to me is that the interviewer asked,
I've been hearing this since the case even started. What? Before they could even find him, that's what was being told. Before anyone even spoke to him, that's what was being said. Like, is Lucas crazy?
I say, hey, people think that you're a white supremacist. What do you have to say to that? And this dude comes out and says, well, you know what? That's impossible. I was just about to have a trip to Africa. Now, I don't know what to tell you, bro. But if someone accuses you of being a white supremacist and your response is, well, no, that's not true. I was just about to have a trip to Africa.
Maybe it's not the best answer. Does it make you like someone that dislikes someone for the color of their skin? Nah.
That's not really the best defense. I don't know what to tell you. You're better off saying, hey, I have black friends. That's the same version of that. I was having a trip to Africa. What does that have to say with it? What are we talking about here? I think there is certain backlash upon this indictment coming down. The backlash is stemming from one group of people, and it's the same group of people in any cases like this. And that group of people is white conservatives. And I have to break this down because many people are just, they're flummoxed as to why they're.
You knew he was going to turn this into how much he hated a certain type of person. You knew. That's what Lucas do, son. That's what he does. You knew he was going to flip this to how much he hated a certain particular type of person.
They're so upset. And it's a little more nuanced than you would think. First and foremost, Daniel Penny is white. White conservatives are very tribalistic, okay? And the fact that he's a Marine heightens this tribalism even more. Because many white conservatives, what they are...
Yeah, let's play the nasty song. How does this turn into a white thing? Like, how? Like, come on, bro. Does he just want an excuse to go after a certain type of person, bro? I'm telling you. That's exactly what he wanted. Play this nasty song.
Yeah.
You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name.
You judging me. You judging me. Why are you judging me? I was just enjoying myself.
Are being fed currently in the media by, Fox News, Tucker Carlson, whoever that they're following, is that, hey, they're being attacked. That white people are being attacked, that they're being vilified, and it's our fault, say that we're victims. They're being fed this victimhood narrative. And who is the enemy? The enemy is black people. That's for certain. They believe that black people are...
Yo, this is crazy, bro. I'm telling you, these guys want a race war so bad. It's like they crave it. They crave it. It's necessary. It's all he wants in life. He would want nothing else better than to just cause havoc or to just get people mad. That's just what he wants, man. He wants people to beef. He wants just to help cause the divide.
Are attacking them, and they're just why they want to hurt us in every way. That's the narrative they're being fed. Now you take that, couple that with this man being a Marine, or as they call a Good Samaritan, which is mind blowing given the facts of the case. Daniel Penny is not a Good Samaritan. He's not a hero. He's a murderer. That's what he is. He's a fragile criminal. Because what he chose to...
I'm not going to say he was a hero, right? I'm not going to say he was a supervillain either. To be honest, I'm going to say that he's a man that I think he reacted out of fear. I truly believe he reacted out of fear. I think he was like afraid in that moment. He heard something and he caught a flashback and just jumped into action, boy. I think he jumped into action.
Do was to end someone's life off of words. Jordan Neely didn't attack the man. He didn't physically assault the man. He didn't physically assault anyone on the subway. This man, this 24-year-old who looks like a 50-year-old, was so fragile that he chose to end this man's life over words that weren't even directed to
He said, come on, bro. I think he was really in fear. I think he was terrified. I truly believe that, bro. Like, so I don't know. I think that he's underselling us.
The issue is that his actions led to the death of Jordan Neely. And that's what the autopsy says, as far as he died due to compressions of the neck. His actions led to Jordan Neely's death. It's an open and shut case to me. But, given that, we may have some cuckoo for cocoa.
I think he's going to get some time. I just don't think they should go crazy with it. I don't think it should be an extreme giant.
Plus on the jury, then it may go a different way. It may go a different route. But for me, if you know about the case, it's pretty much open and shut. Nevertheless, these white conservative individuals, these ignorants, as I call them, these fragile people, and
this is crazy. He could just get that off. Well, we know the video ain't going to be monetized. You might as well play this real quick. Hold up. I had to stop this real quick just to let y'all know that I need you to hit the like button. Oh, yeah. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Just check. Just check. YouTube be unsubscribing people or whatnot. Make sure that you sub and drop some comments. Put Fang in the comment sections. Let me know that you rock with me. Also, don't forget to check me out on Patreon. Helps me keep going. You never know, man. I might get canceled. You might come on here. I might be gone tomorrow. You never know. Check me out on Patreon and find exclusive content. You also get early access to a bunch of stuff as well. All right, back to the video with your anxious ass. What you know? Where you going to that you got to rush? Wait a video. Crazy out here in these streets. Straight crazy.
that's what they are, is fragile. And it's not their fault. Okay, I hear a lot of people trying to blame white conservatives, or in some cases, many white people, and it's not their fault. You have to understand this. They have been groomed. They have been bred for this.
Oh, this man's crazy. I don't like the fact he zoomed in like that when he said those words. I don't like that. My man zoomed in kind of heavy. He zoomed in. I want you to look at these.
Agility. Since the beginning of time, they've always been told, and I've covered this in other videos, where they've always been told, hey, you're great, you're amazing. Hey, you helped this group of people. Hey, you civilized them. Hey, you've been doing God's work. You're awesome. You have God's blessing. That's what they've been told throughout history. And now that narrative is starting to do a 180. Now the truth is starting to come out, where people are now starting to push back on certain beliefs that they have been indoctrinated via the school system, via the media, via these multitudes of these mediums that are being consumed by the masses. So now people are pushing back.
By the brothers, sisters. Oh my goodness! Listen, we got an announcement. We got to get reparations. I need it. We need reparations, brothers. Yo, I'm so annoyed by this guy.
You have been told all your life that you're amazing, and now that narrative is starting to show cracks and it's starting to deteriorate right in front of your eyes. You're going to lash out. That is what's going to happen. It's like an animal, fight or flight. That is what's going to happen. And that's what we're currently seeing, is that they're lashing out. Taking that into account, this story is ripe, just ripe for white fragility and fear mongering, which is exactly what politics is rooted off of. That is the foundation. That is the bedrock. Where they
kind of what you're spreading right now. You're trying to do that though. You're the one that's fear mongering. That's you. That's you. That's what you doing.
Fear. And many white conservatives are just they eat it up. They eat it up. And then you have a black man, and knowing white conservatives, based off of their history, we understand that, black men, black people our representation in the media is subpar. It's horrendous because we have no one to advocate for our behalf, and we have no one, actually putting out truths.
Is this why he said put our troops in? Is this why you was rocking with Don Lemon so hard? That was your guy. That was your guy, man. You rocked with Don Lemon till the wheels fell off, man. You was Team Don for sure. That was your squad, man. You was on his side. And what you mean, put in our troops? Somebody to lie for you, to push your agenda? You want someone to push that reparations bull crap, don't you? Better go holler at Trevor Noah.
It's nothing but lies and stereotypes and anti-Black propaganda. You have a group who's already fragile, who already believes that they're being attacked due to a victimhood, a complex that they have, and you couple that with what they believe of Black communities, right? Of the statistics, even though they don't know anything about the data. It's all antiquated notions that they keep spouting and spewing. You couple that, and this story is ripe for the picking. You can see why there's such a backlash by white conservatives. You can see why. At least I can see why.
Fam, you keep trying to just make this about race. Like, I don't think it is. I think this is a man that was like really afraid in a situation and did something that he wouldn't normally do, or that anyone would normally do. When you look at the full video, the video of after, once the scuffle commenced, right? There was a group of people holding not him, not Daniel Penny, but Jordan. They were holding him, right? And to me, that's not me trying to assume too much, but if I use my logical brain, that tells me that everyone was really afraid, bro. They was like afraid of not what Daniel was doing, but what's the potential of what Jordan was going to do. And a lot of people, before they even found Daniel, right? I was looking at this story, like when the clips went viral. They already heard what Jordan was saying. That wasn't just something Daniel was spreading. Right?
This story represents everything that they fear. This good white guy was just trying to help. This Black guy got to do everything. He was acting a fool. He was acting a monster. And when the white guy tried to help, he's the one that gets in trouble. Oh my God, I'm losing the country. I'm losing the country. We're losing the country. That's what they believe. Even though
that sounded crazy. Lucas, I don't know what your purpose is anymore. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because you definitely ain't funny. You definitely ain't funny. I like clowning you, right? I think I actually add to your content. I make people laugh a little bit more. Your supporters come over here and cry all the time. They come over here and cry on a regular basis, right? I think I'm adding to your drink because it's dry. Look at this. Let's look at the face of somebody that's killing it right now. Look at him. Look at this. Like he like, huh? That was a good joke. No, he looked like, please help me. That's what he looking like right now. He looking like, please help me. He looking like, feed me, Seymour. Feed me. There's going to be a lot of people that don't get that reference. That's funny.
The facts and evidence completely obliterate.
Told you he was going to chuckle. I told you he was going to chuckle. I told you he's going to just start laughing a little bit for no reason. That's his style.
Belief. But sometimes you have to understand, sometimes these stories that are spun up, sometimes this propaganda is extremely powerful. That's why it's propaganda. I understand he may have thought something, but unfortunately, no matter what your intentions were, the actions at the end of the day. So
if you do understand, right, that it could have been a mistake and he could have reacted out of fear, then why are you trying to present this as just because he's a certain color, he did something to someone that was a different color? That's how you're trying to present this right now, which would be false information, bro.
Was that your actions resulted in someone's loss of life. And that loss of life was not justified by what the person was doing. Had this person been assaulting people on the subway, by all means. Even, I think there are some who would even grant him the opportunity to put this to man in a chokehold or to subdue him or whatever he wants to call it, right? He was just restraining him.
I think that he was afraid and he held on to that. He was terrified. And I think he held on to that lock for as long as possible. He was like, yo, we need to keep this lock on because I don't want to let this go. I think he was scared.
Fine. I get it. I think we've all been in that situation, right? When we're on a subway or public transportation and someone may be acting out. And you're just like, man, I wish you'd just be quiet. That's fine. Issue now is that your actions of subduing this person led to their untimely demise. And nothing they were doing justified this behavior. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not, look, he's a hero, okay? He's a good Samaritan. Now, I'm telling you, this is what's wrong with the country.
Man, shut up. You done? You finished? You done? I got to hit you with the Birdman. You finish or you done?
All right? When we do something good, we get punished for it. When they do something bad, they get to go out the store with shoplifting. Or if you can't believe, listen. I know this truth is a hard pill to swallow for some of you ignorants out there, but it is what it is. Facts don't care about your feelings. And unfortunately, that is the crux.
My man, shut up. Didn't you just say that's the longest outro I've ever heard in my life? Yo, shut up. It's over. Move on.
Of this story, that people are being led astray over their feelings and not looking at what actually transpired. They're trying to backwards rationalize their bias. And, it is what it is. That's politics. Nonetheless, if you disagree, you're more...
Okay, I disagree. And I'm not welcome to call in and disagree because you're just going to kick me off and then ban me like you did last time. Don't believe me? Go and check out my debate playlist. That's what Amazing Lucas does. That's his style. Fam. That's his whole swag, his whole persona, fam. I think he's a cornball loser. I think that this whole incident with Jordan and Daniel was unfortunate. And it was a real unfortunate event. I think a lot of people failed Jordan way before he even got to this whole event. Before he even got to this, right? Before it got to this, it could have been derailed. Right. But that's just my opinion. Tell me what yours is in the comment section. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. If you want to support the channel, sign up for memberships, or you can sign up for my Patreon so you get exclusive access or just early access. Appreciate you.